Okay, this is just a real quick update. We are currently in week 7. I am recording this on Monday. Um, I'm still working on grading the discussions from week 6. Uh, Basically just trying to give you a heads up and explain what's going on. Um, I'm trying to get back on top of things. I want the current stuff. I have yet more news articles on top of the 59 that I've already thrown in there, and on top of the ones that are in your current discussion about climate change and the way different governments are dealing with it and stuff like that. Um, so I have more news articles coming, just so you're warned, because oh my God, a lot keeps happening. Uh, I'm pretty sure towards the beginning of the term, I warned you that I've had bronchitis since the first part of June. And then about 3 weeks or so ago, I finally got to a pulmonologist and he put me on new meds for my asthma. And this weekend, when I hit the new inhaler, I swear it felt like my heart exploded. Not quite, but it was like severe pain very quickly, and it made it hard to like move my arms to like reach up and grab my coffee cup and stuff like that. And kind of scared me. So on Sunday, I talked to the on-call doctor, and I'm taking a break, just 1 day break from the asthma meds, and trying to give this time to settle because they think that maybe something happened which caused like a muscle spasm. And I have had muscle spasms down my back for a while now. And yeah, if I could learn to relax, it would help. But anybody in these classes paying attention, when you see all those news articles I'm throwing in there, I am constantly in the thick of it. And I have to take a couple of days a week of just not even looking at news because it's overwhelming. But then I catch up on the news and it's just, and I'm still trying to figure out how to deal with all of it. Um, hmm. So for my health side, the whole breathing thing is kind of difficult, but I'm getting better working on it. And I'm trying to be careful because, like, when I've been the past few weeks, when I get the coughing fit, I get lightheaded. And so that makes it a little difficult to do everything. I'm still mostly on top of things with you guys. I'm just finishing week 6, and I will get finished with grading everything from week 6 during this week 7. And by the end of week 7, I'm going to immediately get it done because week 8 is midterm. That's why I want to make sure to get you this message now. There is no midterm exam, it's just that's the midterm. That is your grades all through midterm. You look at that to decide whether or not you want to drop the class. I do have more stuff about the group coming, but this is the time period where people start to disappear. So I really don't spend too much effort. The first half legit was just getting you to start talking to your people and looking at terms and start wrapping your brain around things. It will be right after midterm that the real stuff is going to start, that hopefully you've done some communicating. I have not commented to anything in the group discussions, but I've been looking. There's a couple of groups doing a great job. Man, there are some, there's like 17 or more messages. You guys seem to actually have talked to each other. And then there are some groups where there's legit like a message from one person. Um, I don't have a lot of faith in groups that have not even communicated with each other yet. As people drop the course, I will change the font in the group discussion to have a strike through. So there'll be a line through somebody's name. This is so if you have been looking, you don't go, what was that my imagination? Didn't I have 4 people? I put a strike through so you know. If it turns out that we have any group where most of the members leave, they've dropped out, um, and there's like one person left, then I talk to the one person and give them the option to do things on their own or join another group. So Right after midterm, there's a tiny bit of rearranging sometimes. And that's why I don't worry about the big part. But I promise it is coming. Um, let's see. I'm also making a change to the discussions. I did a test run with a 2 week long discussion and did got feedback and also looked at what it was like on my end for grading. And so I agree that when you have a little more time to go over something, it helps. So starting week 8, there's going to be a change for our discussions. There might be a discussion that's just extra credit. Um, but the proper graded discussions will end up posting every other week. And so it will be like it will open on Sunday. You will see everything you're supposed to do. It's going to be the same as the others, where you have to write your response and post it before you have access to everybody else's. Um, but instead of it being your post due before Wednesday, it will be Friday. So that gives you 2 extra days to really read, research, whatnot. You're still going to have to be active multiple days. Note that I say multiple days because I haven't decided yet how many days. Um, the test run I did, you were supposed to be active 2 times per week because I was trying to encourage more coming back and discussing with each other. Um, I don't think it's going to be that, but it might be 3 times. And so it might be when you post your initial discussion, that's going to be one day. And then I might require you to come back 2 separate days after that. And you can spread it out however you want. This way, people who work like kabam right up there immediate, you've got the option to get a lot done that first week and then kind of coast the second week. Like just come in and take a peek, see if there's some more stuff you can comment to, because I also award extra credit for people who go above and beyond. But then those who want to take more time to research some more, which I fully support, and want to find more of your own news articles as well as weed through the hundreds of news articles I keep supplying you, um, you've got time. And then as long as you post before 10 p.m. on Friday, you've got that. And then the following week, you can do your replies. So I'm still trying to decide this. You will still have to reply properly to at least 3 people. The no fluff, that's still going to be a rule. I will be making a brand new grading rubric, and it's going to include that you have to post on time. Um, you're going to be active the multiple days, whatever number I choose, and I'll put that in the announcements, that you fully cover the entire topic, the whole thing, because a lot of people seem to keep covering part of the topic, but not all of it. I highly recommend if I do a thing like I did in week 6 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, put the number 1, answer, number 2, answer, number 3, answer. That's the best way because then it's clear that you answered everything. And then I know for sure you answered it. I'm not like searching to find it. And you know you answered everything because it's right there. That's great. Um, Using your own words, but also keeping proper grammar because you will be graded on the grammar. Since I'm going to be switching this to each discussion being open for 2 weeks, you're going to have fewer discussions, but now they're going to be worth more. So there's going to be more grading portion on here. Um, you're going to want to keep up with that. Part of it, like I was talking about, grammar, proper grammar, proofread, make sure what you're trying to say is what you're actually saying. A lot of feedback I give in the background, so like if you read the comments I send you when I grade, is things like you need actual paragraphs. It's never supposed to be just a giant block of text. Um, Punctuation, that includes commas. apostrophes, that kind of thing. Capitalize the words that are supposed to be capitalized. Um, double check again, seriously, double check what you're saying is what you mean to be saying. Don't assume I know what you're saying because I have had a few where what people say when I'm reading it, I don't think they're saying what they think they're saying. And then there are cases like in week 6 where my phrasing might be a little bit off. And I will comment in the background on that one too and tell you what I was meaning with the question. If at any point you don't understand what I am asking, please message me and say, when you state blah, 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 are you meaning, and then put it in your own words. Don't just say, what do you mean? Or can you explain it to me? Because I've already used the words I know. And if you don't give me more to go on, I can't clarify. So if you have a question at all about the topic, send me a message. Tell me what the topic is like, hey, when you say copy and paste, and then say, do you mean, and tell me what you think I'm saying. With that, I can then go, oh, no, 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 no. What I'm meaning to say is blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense? I will almost always end it with, does that make sense? Because I pretty much figure I'm not making sense most of the time. Um, but it will open a dialogue, we'll have clarity, and then you can make sure you're answering correctly. A lot of people on a regular basis are losing a lot of points for posting the very last day, not responding to anybody, and not actually answering the question and not providing your sources. You also, part of the grading rubric, legit, is going to be whether or not you clearly state your opinion and back it up with fact. That's a big part of this. I've said it quite a few times now that you need an opinion and you have to explain why you've got it. Just a because I said so. No, that doesn't work because part of, not just part of politics and political classes, but part of college is the critical thinking ability. And that is something we are sorely lacking. And I need to see more of. I also have to say, some of you, dude, you are picking it up. You are stepping up in your writing and you're being so you. And I love it. And thank you. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, it gives me faith when I see somebody pour themselves into it. It's a beautiful thing. So please keep it up. Um, I will be adjusting the syllabus to show some of these changes. Feel free to look at it when it's updated, but the most important will be looking at the announcements. And my plan is to have a video at the beginning of the week when the discussion changes to 2 weeks. So there you go. Let's see. I think that's most of what I wanted to say right off the bat. I have a lot of notes at home in order to address other specifics, but I am at my boyfriend's house right now because our dryer also broke with my son's clothes all in there soaking wet, and he needs them for work. So after working my day job teaching, I loaded everything up, drove to my boyfriend's house to use the dryer. And so a second ago, as I was going like this, it's because his dryer is a brand new one and it's got that weird musical melody thing it plays when it's done. And it was going off, and I was like, what the heck is that? Okay, that's the Linda ADHD there. Anyway, um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Please be patient as I get caught up on things. I'm trying to get healthy, and it will be easier to do lecture videos and whatnot when I can breathe better. Um, but I'm trying. And week 6 will be graded during week 7. I apologize that it was not graded at the very beginning. I'm trying, and I will do my best to get week 7 graded as quickly as physically possible by me. So then when you enter week 8, which is midterm, you will know exactly where you stand. If you are concerned with your grade about midterm and you are considering dropping, feel free to contact me, preferably via email or the text message or the text phone number that I gave you on the syllabus. Um, and if you want to meet through Zoom so we can discuss it, so I can show you what you can do and what your actual possibilities and probabilities are, I am 100% willing to do that. We just have to schedule it ahead of time and you have to actually show up. Um, if you're going to say, hey, I see that I didn't do a lot of things, my bad, I XYZ'd, can you please reopen them? The answer is going to be no. I am not going to be reopening anything. But the way I do my classes is it is heavy-handed on the back half because there are a lot of times students don't do crap at the beginning and they're used to being able to do the and then be able to slap everything out last minute. Um, I take that away from you. And a lot of times for my class, people have to see that they're failing before they care enough to actually try. And I make it where it is possible to be failing at midterm and still actually be able to pull out a B or even an A if you try. Like you have to actually do things. If you're the mentality that believes as long as you give me a sob enough story or you keep at it, that I will just suddenly change my mind and reopen things and make more work for myself for no more pay, no. But I will work with you. But you have to do your job. So there you go. So again, if you're afraid that you're not doing well when you see the midterm grade, and again, when you check your grades, it's always calculating. Current grade shows you where you always are. There should be a category that says midterm or midterm grade, and that will be everything all the way up to what we count as midterm for what I turn in as the official midterm grades. Um, if you're watching that and you don't think it looks good, contact me. Also, remember, I use the point system. So percentage doesn't mean squat. I mean, it can, but I use the point system. So as soon as you get, shall we say, let's see, if you have 700 points, you've got a C. You have 800 points, you've got a B. 900 points, you've got an A. The grade book shows you points and percent, I believe. If you want, I can post an announcement of this is what it all equates to. So that you have a clue. Because I just realized maybe that's helpful. I don't know. Let me know what you need from me to help you make your decisions at midterm. There's really the only reason to ever drop my course at midterm is if you know you're not actually going to do any work. That's it. If you know you are not going to do what you're told and you're not going to follow directions, yes, go ahead and drop because you're not going to pass. But if you are willing to do what you're told to do, you're going to be fine. I will tell you every term, and I have taught for SGSC since 2012. So we got some serious history going here. Every term, I have people who fail with like the tiniest scores, and I have people who have well over 100%. I award extra credit when you do extra work. I don't mean I suddenly go, here's an extra credit assignment. I'm talking through the whole flipping term. If you are going above and beyond the bare minimum, you're going to be earning extra points. There are people every term that never even have to do anything the last couple of weeks of the term for my class because they've already earned their A. So if that's what you want to do, and you're one of those people who will actually follow directions, you do what you're told to do, you're going to be fine. Like legit, totally fine. So even if you had a rough start, if you're ready to do exactly what you're told to do, not think that you can shortcut, not plan to lean heavily on AI, but actually do what I tell you to do, you will 100% do well. So there you go. You just have to decide which kind of person you are. And yeah. So again, if you want to meet with me, let me know. Um, I know I'm just rattling, but dude, I'm tired. I'm stressed. My brain is like everywhere. So I think I said everything. And wouldn't it be helpful if I ever rewatch these to make sure? But rewatch these, that means I'd have to actually watch myself. I'm not doing that. I I don't think I could even be friends with myself. I'm too all over the place. Um, I know that's horrible, isn't it? But anyway, so I think I'm done for now. And let me know if you need anything, and I will do all that I can. So, yeah, peace out.